Hello there. That's just the same as Al. But it's actually Seb. So, welcome to Wanderlustdnd. This is our D&D podcast where just ourselves, friends, having a good game of D&D, and we're really glad that you guys are listening to it and hopefully enjoying it as well. So, yeah, if you want to see some cool art and cool posts, check out our Instagram, our Spotify then to listen to the games. So yeah, thanks again. Links are above or below. And back to the game.
So, as the morning transpires and all of you got your invitations.
Who is this addressed to?
All of us. Right?
Well, an invitation arrived for Al and Gizmo, addressed to you two. And on the inside of the invitation, it read, I believe, something along the lines of, or something about, are you ready to play a game, or would you like to play a game? And it was signed by a game.
I was thinking of Saul when I saw it. So
yeah. It was, would you like to play a game? And it's signed by the Fox. So the two of you got an invitation. Caché was gifted an invitation. She can tell you by who if she wishes. And then an invitation arrived for Haytrix that she could bring +1.
I vote that we
Morning,
don't
really
go.
quick.
I mean, Razdale's going to be there, so I'd say we'd stay. Wherever we are, we've got work to do on the tank. There's no need to go. That's fine.
Well, I'll be going.
Well, you would.
I mean, anything that the Fox involved in, I know what kind of damage they can do. I want to be there to help whatever way I can. Besides, it's the best opportunity we have to learn to happen what happened to Fenris.
Yep, I was going to say. That is.
I could see that forming in your mind there. Right? So where are we both in a meta sense and in games? Are we playing now? Are we?
Yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah, I wanted to give you guys a chance
Okay.
to talk really quick. Bring Al into it. Talk about the ball if you wish. And then yes, Haytrix then gets the message that from her friend, basically asking her to come and help them with something important that they don't say what, but on all of her sending stones, and to bring Malphas.
Mm-hmm.
So Haytrix, you get that message. I believe Gizmo and V3N0M, you two received some kind of strange distress signal frequency that you were going to go investigate. Is that correct?
Yeah, we tapped into yeah. I think it was that, and we also we figured that whatever was happening in the what district? The East District. I can't remember the name of it. Steamward.
Yeah.
Steamward. Yeah. So we're going to try and see if we can triangulate the signal and just overhear news about what's happening in the Steamward, because we want to know if that was a message about a warning about the future or something, or telling me what's happening now.
Perfect. Yeah. So you two have the idea to go in, kind of head towards the Steamward when you're ready. Al, while this is all going on and breakfast is provided and you're talking amongst your friends, you hear a voice in your head.
Hello.
Al, darling. This is Professor Alaric. We met on the during that dreadful murder of the ambassador. Listen, I have a friend.
I'm further at the brass volt meter.
Do you cut into the message?
No, sorry, no. This is Al's internal thoughts.
Oh, okay.
This is not a phone call. Excuse me. Please continue.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Basically, she just says that she has a friend that is in need of your expertise. So would you meet me at the observatory when you get a chance? I'd like to introduce you to them. Ta-ta! So, that is the message you received.
Right now?
She just said, to meet her
okay,
when you
fair
can.
enough. Yeah, she can respond. Okay, fair enough.
You can respond if you wish.
Professor Alric. Oh, it's been some time, and I hope this next meeting brings us a more comfortable setting, as it were. Of course, I can be over immediately.
Perfect. Message received.
Perfect. If there's no response, I'm going to assume that they
Sorry,
want me there.
no, she's not going to burn
ASAP.
another third level spell slot.
That's perfectly fair.
Sorry.
I understand the cost. As a wizard myself,
Yeah.
I know.
As a wizard,
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like,
fair.
yeah, you understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um,
Like I was more just to
God,
give
those
her the
one-
option
those
to be like,
1-800
no,
numbers
not
are
right now. No.
expensive.
Yeah.
Too expensive. I believe Caché, after hearing some of the kind of conversation that was going on, Caché actually took out a map of the city. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I will just get you here.
Yeah, I pointed out all of the, because I had been in the city, so I pointed out all the areas of protection and military cover.
So as in
Yeah,
ways I
'cause
can
I
get
think
there without getting spotted.
I did ask as well too specifically about that for myself and Venom, which I think if it walking back just a little bit, I think we're going to do this anyway. But I think I ended up casting invisibility because greater visibility apparently lasts a minute, and then Venom's going to shape change.
Yeah. So, is there anything anybody wants to do before you part your ways?
Can I ask, is it morning? Am I still able to prepare spells?
Yeah. So prepare your spells. It's
Yes. Okay.
It's probably about 11 or so in the morning.
Fantastic. I will do that.
Perfect. So, am I good to say that this is where Haytrix and Malphas will go to meet your contact Char in the tavern?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so you two head off.
Sure.
And do that. Caché, you're remaining in the scrapyard for now. Gizmo and Venom, you're okay to head off as well?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Before everyone heads off,
Of course.
could
Yeah.
I possibly ritual cast telepathic bond?
Heck yes.
You know, seems like a good thing.
How long does
I think separate.
what's the distance that you have
It only
to,
lasts
have to
one.
stay in a certain distance?
Oh.
Or...
So when I'm casting it, it's 30 feet, but I think
Yeah,
it is possible
is
over
that Rary's
any
telepathic
distance
bond?
over. It's just telepathic bond.
Oh yeah, they got rid of the wizards' names. If I remember correctly, it's once it's cast, it lasts forever. 10 times lasts as long as you're on the same plane. You can
exactly.
Use yourself.
Yeah.
Communication is possible for any distance. Yep. Though it cannot extend past other planes of existence. Perfect. Fabulous.
Yes.
And it lasts for 1 hour.
Only an hour.
Very good. Who are the creatures that you're choosing? Just name them out so I have them.
It is up to 8 people, so I'm gonna say Caché, Gizmo, Malphas,
Malphas?
Haytrix, and
Uh-huh.
Did I miss like Artrin's whole thing? Is Artrin alive now?
I mean, you were there as a character. You just weren't there as a person.
You were there, yeah.
I have no
Right.
idea what
Yeah.
happened. Yeah, so Artrin is with us now, is he?
Artrin, yeah. So
He's
Artrin had a
recovering.
very small moment. He's recovering at the moment. So he had a little bit of it in the very beginning of last game. It was just basically him kind of getting used to his body again. And he is going to be out for about 4 days. it takes that long to recover.
I'm
poor man's
still
hungry.
going to go with Artrin, just in case. And I will also go with Venom and
Gizmo?
I've said Gizmo. I have one
Gizmo
person
was
left. I'm going to
Ooh,
go
I don't
with.
know if Venom would count.
Why not? Is he not a creature?
He's not a creature.
But he is a creature.
Wait, what?
He's a creature-like.
As far as I understand, creature is like a catch-all for anything that's like has sentience.
Alive.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Constructs
so
are
a
generally
monstrosity.
considered
A
creatures.
construct is considered a creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Nope, you're fine. Yep. So Venom more. Yeah.
And I am going to say Starboard because they seem like the most sensible of Haytrix's parents.
Very good. Okay. So Starboard is going to hear all of the conversation that you guys want to share.
Anything that is being linked totally, and like I will also warn Starboard of this in advance because something tells me that some people might not like to just have people in their heads. Something, I don't know what that is, but
So,
something.
Just so I understand this right, just in case, we can't choose who hears this. It's like, well, if we put this out as a telepathic bond, then everybody hears it.
Each creature. Yeah, so
We can
you
communicate
psychologically-
telepathically.
If Al was just discussing this Gizmo, I might just be like, you might want to discuss that with Haytrix, just in case there's anything she might not want heard on the public line.
Well, okay, so out of character, the way I'd always interpreted the wording of the spell is that that targets can communicate telepathically if they choose to communicate telepathically. Like, for me, telepathic communication isn't the ability to just hear everything someone is thinking. It's being able to consciously use your thoughts to communicate to someone else. However, that's definitely a DM ruling. That's just how I would see it.
I
I
guess
don't...
I'm just curious how you're ruling it. That's how you see it.
That's totally fine. I see it very similar to you, Seb, in the sense of like if if you want to speak to Caché now, you would then go in your mind think I'm going to send this to Caché, and then you two would be able to speak. That's kind of how I see it. I don't think you all are going to be able to hear every single conversation unless you want it to be shared.
So, just for my own clarification, as Gizmo, I couldn't be like, I'm going to think this, but I want everyone to hear it.
I think you could.
No,
I have to pick a person and.
No, I think you could
you could send it to everyone. Yeah.
You could see. You could see. Okay, cool. I just heard a clarifying question. Can I CC everyone but leave a person out? If I was like, oh, I want everyone to hear this bar Caché, for example, or bar Starboard or whatever.
Good question.
Is that possible?
Good question.
I just so like just as we're going forward, I just want to make
it's good.
sure
It's a good. Yeah. You forge a telepathic link among up to 8 willing creatures of your choice within range, psychically linking each creature to all the others for the duration. Creatures with intelligence. Okay, until the spell ends, the targets can communicate telepathically through the bond, whether or not they have a common language. That is literally all it says. So, I think that you could block someone from hearing something.
So you could not include like 1, 2, or 3, or like whatever.
I would say
you could be like, I want this to go to these people.
Does that mean I could cast the spell, and everyone could then start telepathically talking shit about me without me knowing?
I mean, if we're reading it like the rules, yeah.
Yep, that makes sense.
Perfect. That is hilarious.
Look, it's perfect. I like it. I'm gonna do that.
For 1 hour. For 1 hour.
So, yes,
So-
only an hour. I know.
Okay.
If I could make it 8, I would.
Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so everyone is mentally connected now and can speak to each other. I'd assume that you would have told everybody that, so you can kind of.
I would, yes.
And starboard's included.
You all can,
Uh,
and starboard's included. Having venom included is very interesting. They do not quite understand this. So that'll be interesting moving forward. So anything else
Venom,
anybody
if
wants to
anything
do before
interesting
we...
happens, let us know.
Yes, I would just like to pick for my infuse spell. I'm going to pick identify.
Yes.
And
Lovely.
for my cantrip that I get for my all-purpose tool, I'm going to pick encode thoughts.
Encode thoughts. Lovely. Very good. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah.
Okay. Al, Gizmo,
Yes.
roll me a d20.
Oh goodness.
See who goes
I
first.
don't like rolling.
That's okay.
Oh, unlucky for some. 13.
16.
16. All right.
Yes.
We're going to go with Al. Al, do you know where the observatory is?
Can I do a history check?
Well, Caché did bring out a map.
Caché did
she
bring
did,
out a map.
yeah.
So, yeah. So you can ask Caché if
I know.
she knows where the observatory is.
Cache, where would one go if they wanted to observe things? Specifically the sky.
Good thing I understand exactly what you mean by now, and I point directly at the observatory.
The observatory, Al, is all the way up here. It's at the very top of the map.
Oh my goodness.
So you are at the bottom. You were down here at the scrapyard. You take it all the way up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's outside the city walls, though. Right?
It is outside the city walls, so you don't actually have to go through the city if you don't wish.
That's good. What is this wind? Ah, bollocks. Okay. Right. So I suppose we better go to the observatory, or at least I had better go to the observatory. Does anyone feel like coming with me? Oh, you two are gone. Oh, you're gone. You're going as well. Okay. Gizmo?
I'm sorry. I've already said I was going to wander into town with Venom.
Fair enough. Yes, of course. Okie dokie. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just opening the
Well,
map
at least with the
here.
telepathy up, we can check in.
We can for the next hour. Oh, I'll be fine. Don't worry. Okay. Okie dokie.
Starbart will kind of pop in at this point. Al, do you need a lift? I have an old Firefly that I can take you in.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Ah, alright.
Considering you are also not wanted, that would be absolutely fantastic.
No, we'll go a little bit outside of the norm as well. So just hop on in.
Well, you see, my plan was to turn myself into gas, but it would take a long time to get there if I did that.
You say turn yourself into gas.
Would you
Yes,
prefer
I've done
to
it before.
turn yourself into gas, or do you want to?
No, I don't. I don't like being gas. It's not very. It's not very gas, to be honest.
It's just a stern face off Starboard.
I
Right.
had the best poker face I can possibly imagine after telling such an amazing joke.
Gizmo
Anyway.
just does the confused puppy.
Yep.
Venom does the opposite side, so the two of them just go.
Perfect.
All right, so you're getting a lift up to the observatory. It doesn't take actually very long.
the-
This walk would have taken you probably a few hours, Al, but in a Firefly, it's only a few minutes. He kind of swings wide around the side of the city, and you notice as you're going, Al, that there's quite a bit more traffic, if that makes sense. There's a lot more little outposts of like red and
Like
black
trams?
tents, military style kind of like outposts that are outside of the city as well as inside the city. And you notice that you can't actually really see into Manira, but there's just a lot more movement outside of the gates and the walls. You do notice as well that the two temples that you pass, the Temple of the Dead and the Temple of the Moon, are all closed off and like surrounded by guards. But Stormbert brings you up to the northern side and brings you straight outside the observatory. You see the always beautifully dressed Professor Elric standing kind of outside the observatory, her little assistant next to her. And she's just kind of like, she's speaking very, very fast to the assistant, and he's just taking everything down. And, yeah, you're free to move up.
Question. Professor Elric. Not the professor that I met in the Brass Vault meeting.
Yes, she is the one that you met again in the Brass Vault meter. She's the one who actually gave you the gem to come to the Brass Vault meter.
Exactly, yes. The person I met. Yeah, okay, that is... Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So she's from the Silver Countess, you two top. Yeah.
Yes. It's been 3 weeks? 2 months?
It has been... It has been about a month and 3 weeks since you've last seen her.
That's a reasonable amount of time to have not seen an acquaintance in. Okay.
Actually, hang on. No, when were you at the... Hang on.
It's been 6 years!
It's been 6 years! Okay, so it's been 1, 2... 3, 4... It's about a month. Sorry, because you guys would have met again at the Ring of Fire. So it's been about a month.
So she saw me throw that person into lava.
Yes.
Yes.
She also saw you kiss Razlair. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to ascertain how much of my involvement or our involvement in all of the whole shit that's going on at the moment she might already know before I go into this conversation. You know?
Well, go ahead and make me a history check.
Okay, I will. That's okay. That's really good. 29.
29, okay. I'd say what you remember of Alric is she's a bit of a busybody. She was very involved with all of you during the investigation into who murdered the ambassador. She's a professor of the institute here in the city, so she would be well connected. And she, when you were spending time with her and the other professors in the Brass Vault meter, she is the one who pointed out Razlair, and she's also the one who kind of talked about how he was the kind of, what is the word, bachelor, the most wanted bachelor in the city kind of thing.
Have a vague memory of sitting back down with them and her being like, hold up, what?
Yeah.
Having seen, yes, okay.
Yeah. You remember,
right.
That's her.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. She would also know that you're an astral elf, so she would have, known that. Yeah.
Yeah, fair. look out. I will get off the airship. Having a good look around to make sure that I'm not being clocked out of it, spotted or anything like that.
I'd say, just kind of a quick passive look outside of the city seems, pretty safe in the sense that, you're not getting a lot of eyes looking at you. There are quite a few people like moving around out here in the sense of like they're heading off to the vineyards, or they're heading towards the observatory, and right next to the observatory is actually a very large encampment of the AVI soldiers. But none of them seem to be like looking at you.
Swiftly get inside, though.
Okay. Professor Albert kind of waves at you as she sees you, and throws her arms around you in an embrace. And you get a catch a glimpse of her little assistant, who just stays kind of quiet, still stacked full of books, always carrying everything for her. And Albert kind of looks you up and down. You look fabulous, dear. How have you been?
I have been incredible. Thank you. And you look very well yourself, I must say. Although it has been some time.
It has a few weeks now, but a little bit of war wouldn't do for a girl's complexion, I understand. It's a bit crazy in town.
Insane. Yes. I will say I have gotten rather wary of being outdoors recently, so would you mind?
Of course, yes, let's head inside. Before I introduce you to who I want to introduce you to, you're going to be meeting the director of the astronomy tower. He's a bit eccentric, so just keep that in mind. But he started talking about these incredible finds that he has come across, and he needs help identifying them. And I thought maybe you'd be able to give him a hand.
I would be delighted to. I think it's been too long since I've had a good academic puzzle.
Very good. Before we go in, I have to ask, has anything else happened with that, individual that you were, seeing before?
Yes. Well, look, I shouldn't bore you, for everyone's sake, I shouldn't bore you with more details. An absolute gentleman. But perhaps not a topic for right
now. Shame, really. I was very interested. You're not leaving here
Ask me again next
without
time.
telling me all the gory details. Fun. Let's go.
I promise. Next time.
She'll lead you inside. The observatory. It's not night. I'm sorry. I only have an image that has the night, so we're just gonna go.
That's
with it,
okay. It's very early morning.
It's 12 in the day or so at this time.
There's a tinting on the window to stop it damaging the telescope.
There you go. Exactly. That's exactly what's happening. So as you walk into the astronomy tower, you see that perched atop the brass and stone spire this astronomy tower sits. There's all manner of clockwork and gears on the outside, and then as you're coming inside, you are taken immediately through the foyer and upstairs towards what you can kind of see from even just the outside was this like dome with an iris in the center. There is like I said, no night sky at the moment, but you can only imagine what it is like when that eye opens and it is looking up into the stars. You see all manner of trinkets, glass cases with loads of different artifacts and things from far beyond. It's an entire collection of just oddities almost in this astronomy tower. And beside the telescope itself,
Clockwork oddities?
you see a. Sorry?
Are they clockwork oddities?
A lot of them are, but some of them aren't, actually. As you're looking at them, some of them are actually, they appear to be from like different planes of existence. You see tuning forks with like little signs next to them, like you see the Feywild, and you see Plane of Fire, and like, you know, so you see kind of just different
I see a Feywild one.
strange. You see a Feywild one, yeah. Again, behind glass, and you're kind of brought up towards the observatory itself, and you see by the giant telescope a small gathering of people, eager students that seem to be kind of like hanging on every word of this professor who or director actually, who is balancing on top of a very long kind of like almost staff, kind of like a walking stick. They're balancing on top so they can see over and see to the students. They have an enormous hat with a pipe that's kind of smoking out as they're speaking, and you can kind of just see that off to the side then there's a what appears to be like a female tabaxi who has got her arms crossed and just kind of keeping an eye on everything around in the observatory. The
Like a bodyguard
director
kind
then
of thing?
speaks little bit of a bodyguard feel, yeah. And the director is kind of, can anyone give me their hypothesis of what astrological phenomenon took place on the 28th of Windasena just this past month? There's whispers in the crowd.
Can I ascertain?
Okay, yeah.
Was
Let
I
me
here?
ask you. You were, yeah. It was a pretty significant day. It was the. I won't have you roll for it, Al, because you're so incredibly intelligent. You know exactly what day this was. This was the day that the sky opened up and giant jellyfish and eels attacked your ship. This
The
is
fucking the first
eve
day,
of-
like as in when we were on
this
the
is your
silver
first
can
day.
test.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was what was the name of that festival?
The eve of Anelunoth, when the veil between worlds thins.
All right, good to know.
There's whispers in the crowd. Do you say anything?
I will ask it. Do you mean the eve of the Nelonoth?
Precisely! Students, please! We seem to have a guest. Would you care to tell us what the eve of Nelunoth represents?
Well, I just happened to have been reasonably close to the whole event that happened. Okay, I will then, if I know, please GM, what is the significance?
I would say, go ahead and roll me a history check now. See how well you know.
Something. It's a thinning of the barriers between the realms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, history. 22.
22, very good. Yeah, you know the Eve of Nelunoth very well. The seasons are actually quite simple here, as opposed to trying to understand any kind of astrological phenomenon up in the Astral Sea. Down here on the material plane, you know the cycles, they're the same kind of every year almost. Eve of Nelunoth then is exactly as you said. It's a very spiritual day. It's when the veil between the worlds becomes thin, and spirits are said to come across the endless void.
Mm-hmm. So, as I was saying, sorry, it's been a while, or at least, anyway. If there were, how to explain, the possibility of realms on various parts orbiting each other continuously with various shells around them, like quivering membranes. And at certain points in these membranes, there are incredibly fine parts, fine sections that, upon orbiting and crossing each other, cause creatures from one side to be able to pass through to the other. And those creatures, such as the ones encountered on the Eve of Nelonoth, are really quite terrifying. So it is my professional opinion, don't fuck with them unless you're prepared.
You can kind of see some of the students themselves. There's one kind of older looking teen who's just kind of looking at you up and down like, and you've got two kind of younger girls who are kind of hanging on every word, and then a boy who's not even paying attention to you, but his pockets seem to just be full of plants for some reason. But the red-haired elf nearest you kind of looks at you and goes, you talk like you actually saw spirits. Did you actually see them?
Oh yes. Large, tentacled, inflicting wounds of unimaginable pain. Not on myself, of course.
So, can I have a deception check?
Yes.
They didn't inflict massive pain on you.
No. I'm doing what's his name from Harry Potter?
Or performance, either one.
Gilhart or whatever.
Oh, Gilderoy Lockhart, you're making it sound bad. Oh yeah, I know.
Lockhart, that's
Let's
it.
see
Yeah,
how well
yeah.
these children can.
Okay, so performance or deception.
Did someone say something? Hello? No? Okay.
Ooh. That'll be a 17.
Ooh, 17. Very good. Okay. You hear the kind of looks like a rough-skinned stone earth genasi with kind of a blue striking hair. They kind of look at you and just go, "It's all superstitious anyway." It's not superstitious. This is a really big holiday. And you see a little goblin girl like getting kind of frustrated of what they're saying, and so that's kind of the vibes that you're getting from them. And the little red-haired girl looks at you. So, giant tentacles and eels. That doesn't seem that scary, but maybe it is. I haven't seen him.
Well, exactly. I mean, I've seen some crazy shit. And yet, it really doesn't prepare you for other crazy shit that you might see, and it's right in front of you, and it's trying to wrap its tentacles around you, and it's really quite horrific.
Alaric kind of leans over. You're doing great.
Thank you. I've never taught anyone before.
Director, Quartz, this is my friend, Al. I wanted to introduce you, because you were looking for a bit of, what's the word? Assistance with some of your artifacts. And you see the director. Why, yes. You are the one she spoke of. Hops down from the cane and kind of makes their way towards you. Looks you up and down. You can see it's a gnome individual. You cannot tell how old, but very old. And they kind of look up to you and go, "What do you think of my observatory so far?"
It's wondrous. It is quite a place to both learn about the stars and to teach about them.
Well, I enjoyed what you were saying, and then you ended on a question note, so I'm not really sure how to take that now, but I'll keep showing you around. Children, funny, and you're okay to have them there. They were very eager to learn.
Sorry, we're instructing them now.
Yes, of course.
Sorry, you're breaking
Kind
up
of
a
taps
bit.
your knee.
Sorry,
You'll
I
be
think my
fine.
internet might be
Starts to go.
slow.
Oh, is the ad?
Yeah, I think my internet
Can you
is
hear me now?
having a bit of an issue. I can hear
That's
you.
okay.
I think it's Amber, to be honest.
Slow.
You're a bit behind. Seb, you're fine.
I'm good. Okay.
Am I behind?
Yeah.
Okay, if you two
I
are
think so.
recording, I might stop mine. Because my PC might be overheating.
Oh, okay.
No better.
So yeah, I'm just gonna turn off mine.
We've still got 2 people recording anyways.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. And stop, please. There we go. Okay, I'll close that. Lovely. So yeah, so the director then begins to lead you further into the observatory, and you see. I'm gonna get you on the map because I think it's just easier.
Ooh. Nice.
Right. So. Okay. So the director brings you into a kind of a smaller room, an alcove off to the side of the larger observatory where the telescope is, and you see on the ground a kind of a circle to protect, basically. What is the duration? There we go. And there's a stone. It seems to be kind of floating in the center of this kind of shield. And Al, you recognize this immediately. No roll for it. Do not worry. It is a psychic drift stone, something from your home, actually.
A psychic driftstone.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly do they do? They drift.
I would like you to tell me
They link
that.
to the mind. Okay.
What do you think a psychic
Can I go and
stone
pee first?
is? Of course.
Thank you. I will be back in a second. Thank you.
It's fine. I'll switch to Gizmo for a moment. Give you a break. Gizmo.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey. Get your sunglasses.
It's brighter than usual. I'm used to spark bulb where I can turn the brightness down. I'm stopping around. I'm like, ah.
Okay, let me just see here. All right, Gizmo. A little bit of the background just to get us back to where we left off with you last game is that you did receive a partial distress signal, kind of a similar frequency as Venom described to you, how they've been kind of like trying to listen out for Bane.
Yeah.
And you all decided to go into the city to try to kind of like figure out what was going on.
So just to remind me, the frequency that Venom heard this on, he, as far as they're concerned, was one that should only be available to another envoy. Is that right? Is that what he? That's what they think.
Kind of. That's what they think. But the weird thing is Gizmo, you heard it too.
Right. Yes. Yeah. That is weird.
Yeah. That is weird. Yeah. But there's also, you were very connected. Yeah. Stop AIV carnival. You cast invisibility, I believe.
Yes.
Right?
Well, one thing I was going to say, actually, just before I do that, would it be possible
yeah.
for me to... What I'd like to try and do is like work on an algorithm that sort of quantifies a noise to signal ratio. So it basically takes a measurement of like, okay, there's a lot of noise here, but some words are getting through. And then when I go to another point, I'd run it again, and it would be like, okay, more words got through or less got through. And what I'm hoping is that as I move through the city and I take more points of data, I can run an algorithm. It's like, okay, cool, this is like where the strongest signal is coming from. Does that make sense? Is that something I could attempt?
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, you're an artificer. You can kind of build or
I'm also a robot.
Anything. You're also a robot. So, yeah, let's for a roll, let's do...
Even if it's something I have to build, you know, even if it's not something like necessarily like a pure software sort of thing.
Yeah.
If it was a thing I could make, you know.
I'd say it's like it's you're honing in on this frequency basically and seeing where it gets like stronger. Is that kind of the idea that you're
more or less? I suppose I compare like, oh, when I stand here, less words get through. When I stand over here, more words get through. And as I take more points, it'll eventually be able, you know, it'd be like drawing circles on a map where it's like, okay, this seems to be the most overlap.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, let's just do a Tinker's Tools check, because, yeah.
Cool.
D&D in there.
Come on, Daggerheart dice.
Come on. Oh, Daggerheart
Oh,
dice.
that is good. That is, so I get, okay, so I get, and this is just intelligence. This wouldn't, is this include dexterity as well, or is it just intelligence?
No, just your intelligence, double your proficiency, and your all-purpose tool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I always keep forgetting about that. So that'd be that's 35.
35. Woo! Easily done. You are able to, especially just with the amount of connection that you have with Venom and the envoys, and then these frequencies, and you have the living code actually literally etched into you. You are able to construct. Do you want it internal, external? How are you measuring this?
I think now, since going through the change, I think he would look at things as being more integral versus sort of like this modular thing that he builds on and puts outside, or builds outside and puts on. It's a lot more like, okay, how do I advance the internal mechanism? So I think it would be something internal that he builds upon, if that makes sense.
Lovely. You are able to do so. And so basically what I'll have you do is just tell me when, like, at what points you want to kind of like feel like kind of listen out for that, and then we'll
do a vibe check.
To kind of go from there to triangulate. Okay? Do a vibe check. Yeah, we'll do a frequency vibe check. Okay, that's what we'll call it.
Awesome.
Sound good?
Yep.
Fabulous. Perfect. So you've got that going on, Gizmo. Venom switches into his cast Venom persona, basically, to traverse through the city.
I'll cast invisibility.
Perfect. So,
can I as well? Sorry, could I actually switch my armor mode to infiltrator, which I haven't done in a long time, but I could do that. Good.
Lovely. All right, so you've switched. I think it's an action as an artificer to switch.
I think it's I have to choose at the start of like after a long rest. But I did know I was going to do this. If you're cool with this.
Yeah, absolutely no problem.
Awesome.
What does your transformation look like?
Oh, that's a really good question that I hadn't thought of until this moment. Yeah, I kind of feel like it's definitely like, it's not like he did before, where before it was very much like there was a frame and he had to change out parts and things like that. I think everything is so much more integral now, and it's sort of a combination of like really advanced, clever artifice that like is able to like origami fold in on itself, and kind of like, you know, the way Iron Man's like nano or Wakandan armor was, where it could like flick out on itself in a kind of a really digital way. I feel like it's kind of like that, if that makes sense.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Perfect. So, two of you make your way through the city. I need to roll something really quick. Okay. The two of you successfully make it into the South Cogs, which is this kind of lower section of the city, Gizmo. The last time you were in the South Cogs, Gizmo, was when you were visiting the street rats in their tower. The South Cogs have slipped further into disrepair. Much of the open areas have been kind of like the people who were gathered there have been shunted to the sides or ran off, and now there's more encampments of AIV. The tram lines are still in use. You actually watch as one of them passes behind Venom, but you notice it's pretty empty. There's not a lot of people using it, but yeah, Gizmo. Where are you and Venom kind of heading? What's the kind of direction? What's the vibe check?
Well, I want to get as many measurements as possible, and I'm thinking that my best bet would be to go southwest towards the river, and then make my way sort of along the perimeter, and kind of, I think maybe like every block or a couple of blocks, I'll try and take another measurement to try and hone in on a location. But I also want to be keeping an ear out, so I might say to Venom, I'm not sure what the best way of going about this is, but maybe we should stay together. But you're actually able to mingle more so than I am. I'm trying to keep hidden. Perhaps in terms of information gathering, you'd be best suited to that, and I'll do my best to triangulate the signal.
Perhaps you are right. I think we should move together for now, and then we can see if we're able to discuss with anyone. I can take the lead. There's a little bit of a look on their face because they're in their Venom form.
I think perhaps though your current disguise mightn't work. Is there any way you could maybe look a little less assuming? I'm kind of thinking like very much someone that looks like a local here. Perhaps a bit down on the luck, someone that people might take a bit of pity on.
Of course. And they kind of stand up a little straighter, and then you watch the and kind of the scales across their body, and they take a very unassuming form. A woman in long, drab, dress that's kind of ripped and frayed around the edges. She's got like a little bonnet on her head, and just looks like, kind of someone who would be more suitable in the South Cogs. And Venom kind of looks to you. This better?
I think that's perfect. Don't try and draw too much attention.
Very well.
We just basic information. We just need to know if this message that we're receiving, if it's an update of the current situation or if it's a warning. And I suppose if it is a warning, any timelines that you can gather.
Very good. I will assume into the population and see what I can find.
should we meet back here in, say, about an hour?
Perhaps we... And as Venom begins to speak, something catches both of your attention. As a uproar of shouts take place, probably about a block away from you. Venom immediately turns their head down the road, and you can see that there seems to be a very large gathering happening towards one of the outposts. Venom kind of looks. Perhaps I will find information there.
That seems likely. Are you sure you're okay on your own?
Maybe. I think perhaps we should stick together.
Okay. For now, I'll focus on the signal later.
For now.
DM. How long has it been since I cast a spell? How long did it take me to get here?
You're not very far away from where you would have kind of like cast it to go. I'd say it's been maybe 20 minutes.
Okay, so I've got a good bit left in the spell anyway.
I say so. Yeah, you got of invisibility.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Cool. If you want, obviously I'm still invisible, so I'll try and maintain that advantage. So I'll keep a little bit of distance. I'll make sure to keep you in sight though. Just try not to get too lost in the crowd.
Affirmative. Let's just see what's going on. We'll be closer to the Steamward. Maybe your frequencies will be picked up there. They kind of begin to
if I have a chance to check in, I will
make their way towards.
And I'll follow behind, just keeping a wee bit of distance. Being invisible, I don't want to get too locked into too many passerbys who might bump into me. But I definitely want to keep Venom in sight.
Very good. Very good. You do. And it doesn't take you very long to make your way towards this kind of gatehouse. Venom keeps to the kind of side alleys or side wall, and just keeps out of sight, really, as they're moving forward. You do see that there's quite a large crowd of Manirans that have gathered. There is... quite a few agitated individuals, some holding signs that read "Free the Wars," "No IV," peaceful protests? Question mark? There's a lot of tension in this space right now, and Venom kind of keeps off towards the back and stops, and you just hear under, like, they're assuming that you're still somewhat kind of close, but they just say, "I've never seen anything like this," as they're just kind of watching the crowds pushing up against the AIV. The soldiers are going, "Get back! Door is closed. The gatehouse is closed, so the whole Steamward is blocked off to anybody at the moment. And you hear within the crowd a woman scream, and you hear, "Get your hands off me! No, Taurus!" And both of you watch as two AIV soldiers force a dark-haired woman onto the ground and begin to escort a construct that was standing beside her away. And you hear the construct, "Remain calm. It's fine. I'll be all right." And the woman's like fighting off the soldiers as this construct's being led away. You hear around the side, "Unauthorized constructs must be detained and inspected." Is there anything that you do?
Oh God. I would love nothing more than to vortex warp this construct away. That is what I would like to do. But I am here for something else. I can't save everyone. So stay hidden.
You stay hidden. Okay. Are you doing a vibe check?
If I have an opportunity to, I will.
Okay. Go ahead and do a vibe check. I don't even know if it's really even a roll. Fuck it, why not? Roll a D100. I'm just curious.
Ooh, okay. I like that. Where's my 10? Okay, that'll do. 80.
18. 80.
No, 80.
80. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You get a ping from the frequency. It is definitely stronger than what it was when you were at the scrapyard. So you kind of, that's kind of the vibe that you're getting, that it is a bit stronger coming from closer to the Steamward.
Yep. Two data points. That's not enough. I need more. Absolutely.
2 data points, not enough. No, yeah, definitely not. But it's good that it's working. You're like, hey, it's working.
Can I see what's happening with the construct that's being led away?
Mm-hmm. You can. It's happening for everyone to see, as this construct is being pulled away, and not like it's not fighting against the AIV, but it's going quite willingly. There's a sense of actually, Gizmo, roll me a history check really quick.
That would be a 9.
9.
Although,
Can't quite.
can I push that up with a flash of genius? Give myself 14.
With a 14?
Yeah, I'll
Use
push it up with
genius?
a flash of genius 14. Yeah.
All right. Well, then, instead of a foggy memory, you recognize the construct actually as Taurus was one of the members on the Silver Countess. It was the one construct that you spoke to, and so.
I hate you as a human being right now. Oh my god. Oh, why would you do this?
I don't think you were with some of the others when they went and spoke to Taurus and Dahana. Dahana was from Fenris's backstory, but Dahana and Taurus were individuals that they have a sewing shop in Midtown. So. But Gizmo, before you do anything,
but it would read myself. Yep.
There's one thing that you're gonna see before, like, you can kind of, like, you're taking that in, you're like, oh no, Venom's looking a bit agitated now at this point as well, but you think a glimpse of an AIV Vanguard patrol with an observer drone. They're very similar to the ones you saw when you were crossing in through the gates. And you notice that the patrol, the Vanguard there, is staring very intently at the back of Venom.
Staring at the back of Venom.
Walking
I'm gonna go.
They turn.
I'm gonna go behind
hand
Venom.
On the pistol.
And then. Do I have time to say
okay.
something?
Yep, you do.
I'm gonna be like, shit, Bane's in charge. They'll be able to check for your technology. Your cloaking's not gonna work. We need to leave now.
Did you see something? And Venom kind of like
yes,
goes to
just trust me.
Turn
Go.
with you. Okay. And goes to turn, and you watch as the Vanguard. Citizen, wait, you need to come with me. And Venom continues to move, and they grab onto Venom's arm and kind of pull him back. Actually, it's pull on Venom. Venom doesn't move. They're so strong, and so they kind of just, there's a moment of panic. What are you doing?
I'm I'm going to say run, and I'm going to cast Vortex Warp on Venom, and I'm going to teleport them to like the top of one of the buildings.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So you cast Vortex Warp. They do not resist. They go with the spell. You Vortex Warp them up onto one of the buildings. And being so close to the Steamward, there's actually quite high buildings, so you're able to get them maybe like a story or two up. Because I think it's 60 feet, right? You can Vortex Warp them?
For Vortex Warp, it's...
Is it 30 or 60? I can't remember.
This is not,
You guys
this
use
is
it
not
enough.
how
I should know it by
this
now.
to go. No, it's...
It depends on the spell level. Like, if you upcast it, you can
On
cast
spell
further.
level. Okay, 90
oh.
feet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's further. But okay, so I guess we're using spell third level. I'm kind of assuming 90 feet is probably enough to get them to the top of a building.
I'd say so. I think you got to see it. Like, it can't be like across the, you know.
Yeah.
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 Okay,
So
you
I'll just cast
cast
up to
Vortex
second
Warp.
level.
So sorry. I think there's a little delay again.
No, that is okay.
Perfect. So you've Vortex. Thank you, Miguel. Vortex Warp them up, which drops your invisibility, I believe, because you've cast a spell.
It does. Yeah. Yeah, it does.
So you appear right next to this vanguard. And the vanguard kind of like looks at you, is trying to find the person they were holding on to, and they just see you as a construct. And at that kind of moment, as all of this is happening, Gizmo, you hear a sound that you recognize, a whirling sound, as Dive Bomb slams into the center of the crowd away from you and releases a bunch of smoke. And you see Avashalirium move through the crowd, begin to move people out of the way. The soldiers are like fighting their way through the smoke. They're coughing. People are running. They're screaming. It is absolute chaos now. And you lose track of Taurus, but you do kind of a last glimpse. You see that Dive Bomb seems to grab the construct, move them away from the AIV before the smoke takes all effect. The Vanguard, what is that? And just runs in and starts to try to help, completely distracted by what's going on. And you are left alone as there is chaos ensuing in front of you. Gizmo, what are you doing?
Well, I would be happy to take this moment of sudden chaos and just run off to a side alley somewhere and cast invisibility on myself again, get myself hidden again.
Okay.
I don't know if I lost track of Venom during that time or...
You said to run, so as soon as they got up on the roof, they have vanished from your sight. But perfect. Gizmo, as you turn around to run down an alley, you come face to face with Tarlyn.
Oh.
Going somewhere.
What?
And I'll leave you there. And go back to Al.
We know what he was doing, Jane.
Yes.
So.
Okay.
On the other side, let me get some better music sounding, darling, because then we're in better spirits. We're also here. Al, I would like you
a drifting psychic stone.
What a psychic stone is, yes.
Well, so it is threefold. As the name implies, it is drifting. In that it wanders around doing whatever it does, you know. The second part is that it is we'll get back to that. The third part, it's a stone. And a stone, of course, as we all know, is a collection of molecules arranged into crystalline formation and also collected into a large lump. And with that, that leaves only the second part, which is that it is psychic. In that it is in fact the very thing which many people purport to having had similar occurrences of thoughts or various things like dreams and experiences that somehow seem to be shared across space and time, but they are linked by these psychic stones. This one contains some kind of thought or memory or something or other, and you've somehow, as well, fair play to you, sir, I must commend your capability, you've managed to trap it in one space, time, and area. If I'm sure maybe some of you around have been exposed to whatever is inside it, maybe you've been having interesting dreams or interesting thoughts.
The Tabaxi speaks for the first time. Interesting dreams. That's for sure. The director, oh yes, there have been some very odd occurrences, but I don't know if that's what I'm smoking or if that's just in general being a scientist of what I do. And the children are like, wait, what? We're only here for like a little while. We haven't seen anything or felt anything. How does it work? And one of them starts to like move towards the stone.
No, I would not go near it. I'm imagined, sir, Professor, is the barrier safe for these children to be around?
Well, of course it's safe for the children to be around. They're fine. They know not to touch things that they're not supposed to.
I would still say this is probably a highly unstable object, the likes of which is very rarely seen in one place for more than a nanosecond.
So you're saying that the drifting property of the stone, it means it doesn't remain in the same place?
No, it doesn't. I mean, it often is the case that it might be in a place for a while, but as soon as it's observed or attempted to be, captured, it vanishes in an instant.
And can you get a sense of what memory it contains?
I peer into the crystal, terrified of what it might tell me. What do I sense?
Okay. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Alright, so my one from earlier not counts.
Nope. That's for something completely different. For the podcast listeners, I had everyone roll a wisdom save earlier today, and I did not tell them why.
I am going to use a reroll for that one.
Okay.
So
what was it? I'm curious.
that's better. It was a 13. But that was so I've now rolled instead a 27. No, wait.
20 set.
Wisdom. Yes, 27.
27. Okay. You peer into this psychic driftstone, and that little twinge of fear of what exactly am I about to look at? You just see two violet eyes make eye contact with you. And that's it.
Okay. Do I recognize the eyes?
No.
No. Should I roll for my reroll?
quite friendly.
Oh, very good.
Roll for your reroll. Oh, yes, because you're
My
at 10
chaos.
now, by the way. Yes, your chaos.
Oh, that's okay. I rolled a 16. So
Please, please unleash a bunch of time magic in front of the children. That would make me very happy.
yeah, I mean, if it was a unicorn, that would be fun.
Suck them into some random dimension.
No.
Oh, no.
I was worried about having them here in the first place.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. Okay, so yeah, they're all the two smallest are hanging on every word that you're saying. The director as well is just fascinated with the idea of there being like trapped memories that could be psychically used and shared amongst multiple minds. He's
theory, because it's so difficult to pin down as to whether it's like a chicken and the egg scenario where, of course there have been countless levels of plethora of beings all across the multiverse for who knows how long, well, a very long time anyway. And all of them have had thoughts simultaneously, and we don't know if it's because these crystals touch them somehow at the same time, considering their floaty, drifty properties, or whether these crystals were formed from all of these people simultaneously, circularly, having these ideas and these thoughts. And they're just representative of them.
So you're saying that a hypothesis that you and others like you have come up with is that these stones could have been formed by a singular thought among millions of individuals.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I will also say,
fantastic.
Other than that very interesting property, my people discovered that these stones, although beautiful and fascinating, have absolutely no other value or purpose or intrinsic qualities that one could use other than just the knowledge that they contain, which, in this case, was a beautiful pair of violet eyes.
Beautiful pair of violet eyes. That must mean it's sentient of some kind. Perhaps it is observing us as we are observing it.
I think it might just be the memory or the thought of these eyes. Someone has pictured them in their mind's eye, as it were.
Someone has pictured violet eyes. Absolutely fascinating. This is... I couldn't get this anywhere else. I have more to show you if you are willing.
Of course.
Very well. And begins to lead you further into the observatory. What I'll do is I'll move you just so that you're here. A wall! A wall! Leads you into the observatory. All of the children a wall again. All the children follow.
There's walls all over this, straight floor.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So that's what happens, I guess. So the director leads you over to where the telescope is, and then also kind of turns you around towards this desk that has loads of different star charts that you're seeing, and scrolls and maps and different things. And they uncover what appears to be a slab of almost like obsidian. It is stunning. It's about 18. I don't know. I'm going to say inches because I don't know. My brain goes inches, not centimeters. What is 18 inches? Yeah, it's about that size, basically. It's
okay.
Yeah. And it's like a disc, almost, this slab of obsidian. And as you're kind of looking over it, you realize that it's a star map, but it's very, very unique. You've only seen one other one like this before, and you were quite young, and no one was allowed to touch it. It was like completely off limits, this type of star chart.
Like an artifact.
And it's an artifact, and it's this one is
But it
just
was an
sitting
artifact
amongst a
when
bunch
I
of
was a
papers.
child.
Yeah.
So it was an artifact to astral elves that live potentially forever.
Yeah.
Oh. I am going to be perfectly honest. That thing is valuable culturally, historically, monetarily, than anything I've ever seen before in my entire life. And I think that it needs to be protected with absolute the most care possible. I don't think any one of us should go near that, except if we are trained and capable to look after it and put it into a very sheltered environment.
Oh dear, and I was using it as a paperweight.
I am ancient
shifts
myself.
the paper.
To give you the context, I am ancient myself, and this was considered to be ancient by my people when I was a child. And by
All the
ancient,
Wow. Wait, how old are you?
I mean, oh, older than probably any civilization on this realm.
Wow. That's not that old. It's pretty old. The director.
I actually don't know how long the oldest living civilization in this realm is.
It would depend on what you're looking for, but usually the realms that live underground are the longest living. They were there before the collision. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the star chart. Do you know anything more about it? Should we handle it? Should you handle it?
Can I? Okay, I should not. It's far too heavy for me to carry.
Perhaps you should just
I'm.
look at it then, and see if it's
I
the same one that you saw before.
I will so carefully, so carefully walk up to it and
Okay,
have a look.
then have a look.
I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to see. I'm going to look from a distance.
That's fine. You don't have to touch it. Not at all. Not at all. So, like I said, looking at it, getting closer to it, you do see, as you approach, it seems like some of these stars begin to glow brighter. You can see some of the constellations are slowly shifting, and you don't recognize what you see on the chart. It's almost like it's from a different time, maybe?
Is it shifting?
to
As in
tell.
it's shifting.
It's shifting. But it's
It's
almost like
keeping
as
up
you
in
get
time.
closer, it gets brighter. Yeah.
So it is what the current stars look like from whatever position it was made in. And
Hard to tell.
I'm not familiar
Are
with
you
that
looking
because
at it?
Of course I'm looking at it, but I'm not touching it. I'm not going anywhere. I do not want to damage this thing.
Okay. Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
Come on, man. No, I gotta do that again.
Let me know what you're rolling again.
Arcana. I'm
Arcana?
gonna use a luck
Okay.
point for this that I hopefully don't, put
Okay.
any children at risk.
Okay. Yeah, you're at 11 now.
Sorry, so that's 6, Arcana.
Arcana.
26.
26. Ooh,
Yeah.
Interesting. With a 26, Al, this chart seems to react to a powerful mind that is approaching it. You see the glyphs on the side, silver almost, like they're woven into the obsidian, begin to activate in different sections. The star chart flows and changes and switches to matching you and the stars above you. A world of remembrance. And from the chart itself bursts forth 2 starborn wraiths. I need you to roll initiative.
Starborn Wraith. Yeah.
Wraiths.
Okay. Fucking. Alright, let's go. Let's go. I did not prepare fucking combat spells. Let's see how we're doing.
That's not good.
Chup. Ah, look, like, you know, we've got.
Oh no, you're not hidden. Go in there.
Sure, we've always got Fireball, don't we?
With all the children.
Shit, like. Yeah, yeah. Alright. Initiative, you say.
It's fine, right? You're fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, look, it's 17 for initiative.
17 for initiative. Lovely.
Yeah.
Get you in there. Alright, it's gonna be 15. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Lovely. All right. So, Al, these starborn echoes, these wraith that burst forth from the chart, they almost seem to be these like 4-finned sharks. That's like the closest thing you can kind of like understand what they are, but they're just made of starlight and glass. They are beautiful to look at if they weren't so terrifying. The children scream, except for the teen who looks very excited that something interesting is finally happening. It is the top of the round. What would you like to do?
Children run away right now. And like the teen that looks somewhat fucking excited. Do you know what? I think I'm just gonna vortex warp him away.
Okay, so you're using your action to vortex warp the teen away. Yeah?
Yes. I think that they should be the first priority in this scenario. I don't want them to be in here.
Okay. So they have to make a save, I believe. Because they will try to resist you. It's a wisdom save. No. Strength save? I can't remember.
Constitution 20.
Constitution. They rolled a natural 18 plus 1. 19.
Oh. Well, no, you're getting teleported. You're getting out of this room.
Did they save or did they not? I can't. 19?
20
Is that...
was my save.
Oh,
No.
Jesus! Your save is 20!
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah. Alright, so where are you putting them?
By the door.
They're gonna hate you. They see you doing the magic to cast Vortex Warp, and you can see, don't you, and they just get Vortex Warped away. Okay.
And everyone else, go where they've just gone.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... Oh, sorry. One sec.
Anything else?
Sorry, yes. Sick.
It's all good.
I am going to teleport myself with Starlight Step over to here. And
Over to here? Okay.
try and...
Move yourself.
Yeah. I could just run, actually. I'm not... Oh, no, because that'd be an attack of opportunity, and I'm not taking that right now. Yeah.
Very good. Okay,
that.
so you've Starlight stepped away. Little poof, and
Sorry.
over by the telescope. All right, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Arc is the Tabaxi is going to move forward. And activate their Guardian Presence, which affects anyone within 5 feet, giving them a bit of AC. And yeah, they're just going to shoot at it from... Actually, well, where are they? Oh, they're within range. Never mind. It's going to take a swing at this one here. Their Moonlight Slash. That is... that hits 14. And that is... I should have rolled this. Oh, I can't read these. Oh, that's a 1. Lovely. And 5. Perfect. 6 points damage. Little slash of a curved sword that seems to be glowing with almost moonlight. And that is Arc's go. And gonna keep everyone close. It comes to the Wraiths. This one here is going straight for you, Al. Oh, and turned around.
Yep.
Okay, there it is. Ah! There it goes. And it's just going to take a psychic bite at you. I should not roll these dice because I can't read them very well. 24 to hit.
That hits.
That hits.
It does.
You take 6 points of
6.
psychic damage. 6. And the one here is going to take a bite at Arc with a 10 to hit, and that does not hit Arc. Perfect. Top of it's the children's turn. Hazel is going to duck underneath here. Goblin Girl is going to run. And he's not gonna move. He's gonna stay where he's at. Tina's gonna get pissed at you though and be like, "Hey!" and start walking back.
Fuck's sake.
And that's their ghost. Top of the round, Al. You got a wraith in front of you.
We are on the first floor, right?
No, you're on the... Well... Kind of? Yeah. In this particular area, you would be, yeah.
Okay. So, like... Yeah, okay. So there's not a major drop outside, is what I'm asking, basically.
No, there wouldn't be a major drop outside.
I'm gonna shout out to the children. I'm really not fucking around here. If you are around me, I can't fight these things, and everyone might very well get hurt. And I'm gonna cast
Just show
Pass
us
Wall.
what you can do!
I'm gonna cast Pass Wall,
Okay.
and I'm gonna open up a fucking door outside. I'm gonna say, all of you get through that fucking door right now, and then you will see what I'm able to do. From a distance.
Where are you putting the door?
I'm just gonna put it somewhere where they're not at risk, like right here, basically.
Right here?
Where they're not at risk from, like, yeah. Or even, actually, if I could, I'll just put it here.
Oh, okay, you're gonna put it there? Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna put it
So that most of them can get out easily.
here? Is that kind of what you're thinking? Not that way by the tree?
By the tree, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So you've cast Pass Wall. Okay. That's your action. Anything else?
That is my action. I mean, considering I have chronically fuck all bonus actions, I guess I'm just going to teleport myself. Actually, I'm going to cast Fly. Oh no, I can't.
No, because you already used your action.
Stupid. Yeah. No, I'm just going to teleport myself. Can I tell? Is there rafters? Is there like a large kind? Is this like a tall ceiling kind of room?
It would be a very tall ceiling, yeah, but it's domed on top.
All right. There's nowhere I could potentially like pop myself up and just kind of like, attract the sharks from up high.
I mean, you could go on top of the telescope if you wanted.
I could go
Probably
on
the
top of the
highest
telescope.
thing.
Yeah, I will teleport on top of the telescope then.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
I'll pop you
The
up there.
least athletic of the entire party is currently fucking walking on top of a telescope.
I'll say you're like 15 feet
Large
up,
metal
okay?
objects. Fantastic.
Yep. Just balancing up on top of that, like.
And children, I'm not pissing about. Get out of here.
Just show us what you can do!
Shut the fuck up.
The director's like, ooh, children, come follow me. We are learning now, Al isn't a good babysitter.
No. Not when there's fucking wraiths attacking me and
Alright.
the only spell I have is Fireball. Like, what am I supposed to do? Immolate a load of fucking kids? No.
Resler's just like, I gave you the spell. Okay. Lovely. Al, that's you. Ark is gonna kind of stay where they are. They're gonna take another swing at the wraith that's near them, but they're gonna kind of shove this kid around them, basically switching places. Because of that, they will use a superiority die. Perfect. And they're going to think that's their move. So now they'll take a swing. 16 hits, so that is another good point of damage. Lovely. That is Ark's go. Ark just kind of goes, would you just get rid of them already? And stays where she is. Comes to the wraiths themselves. With you shouting. What is happening? Why do you keep turning? Okay.
Yeah.
Both of them are going to move towards you. I I don't know why it keeps turning. It's just gonna stay there. And you're up on top, so they're gonna take 2 bite attacks at you. All right. Actually, one is gonna do their star flare pulse. So I need you to make an intelligence save, please.
Okay. An intelligence save.
Yes.
Come on now, dice. Be good to me. Yeah, that's good. 27.
27. Easily done. You are unaffected by this strange kind of like star flare, like pulse that comes off of the creature.
Whoa.
I would say Ark needs to do it too, and just succeeds. Woo! Just succeeds. So they're a bit dazed. It's kind of like blinding almost from where they are. So these two. So that's that one. This one is 16. Does that hit you?
16. Shield.
Shield. Okay.
Yes.
Cast shield. The spectral kind of teeth gnarl down the shield itself. Does not reach you. Those are the 2 wraiths. You've now shouted enough at the children that they are going to run.
Good.
He's not quite going up the wall yet, though. She's hiding in the corner.
I will dominate him.
Oh.
I will fucking use dominate person. That child better get out of the fucking thing.
Like they're at the wall. Like they're there.
I thought. Are you talking about that little shit?
Which one? The teen?
Yeah, the guy who's just like, I want to stay around. I want to see what you can do.
Oh no, the teen is definitely gonna stay, but they're kind of like they've positioned themselves around a wall. But they're not gonna go. They're not gonna listen to you. You're not their parent. You're not my dad. But they're behind a wall now, so they're like hidden. So Al, top of the round, what would you like to do?
Well, like.
It's your time to be flashy.
I'm gonna. Let's see. Is that Ark that's next to them? Here?
Ark would have moved a little bit further back then at that point, yeah.
Okay. Good. I would like to teleport with Starlight Step 30 feet away.
Observatory. Okay.
I mean, look. I really need these things to fucking not be near
Just
anyone.
go for it. Do what you're gonna do.
Nothing else I can do. Like, I have no fucking damage spells whatsoever.
It's okay. You can be creative. Don't worry, you're not gonna die or anything. Like, this is,
No, I know that I'm not gonna die. I don't like. To be honest, I wouldn't even mind. It's the fact that, like, yeah, in terms of a sticky situation of not or wanting to blow up this dude's observatory, and also like just being somewhat out of options. I just cast Toll the Dead.
It's up to you.
One of them.
Okay, so you're
For
gonna
now.
cast Toll of the Dead on one of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, which one?
The one on the right.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay,
wisdom
go ahead.
20.
Wisdom. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
No. No. No, that was a 2.
That is 14 damage.
Okay, so 14 damage.
No, sorry, I rolled the wrong dice. That is 16 damage.
Okay. Yeah, these things weren't strong. They don't have very many hit points. So yeah, anything else?
That's my action, my bonus action. I will be surprised at the fact that was quite easy, and I will just like maybe move up a little bit closer and just like kind of taunt the thing over to me. So, fuck it.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Arc then will just take the final swing then. With her moonlight sword. That is 19 to hit. Hits, so she's gonna just yeah, that's enough. Okay. So yep, with one swing of the sword, shoop, she slices through the shark, and both wraiths are gone. The director kind of just, oh, that was fun. Didn't help. Just stood there watching everyone. The two kids kind of clamber back in, and the teen looks around the corner. That wasn't very exciting. I was hoping to see Fireball.
I was very glad that I didn't have to use it. I would have caused immense damage to the observatory.
Yeah, but I've not seen a fireball up close.
If the director has some kind of range he doesn't mind using destructive spells in, I would be happy to demonstrate. I just wish you would have listened to me in that scenario.
Well, why? You're not a professor, and you're not our teacher, so... The teen's like, she has a point.
So, in a dangerous scenario where things are currently trying to attack us, you expect adults to look after you and to stop any harm from coming to you, but you don't want to listen to what they have to say to you when it comes to protecting yourselves. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no. I mean, if you hadn't wasted time throwing me away, I would have gotten involved. I'm quite capable. The little goblin standing next to her.
Okay, you know what? Fine. Next time I'm involved with a group of children, I'll just let them die. Don't care enough.
Director's like, perhaps not. Children, gather quick. You'll be returning to your parents shortly. But I would like everyone to give Al a round of applause. They all kind of just gingerly do.
I'm already drinking from my head flask.
Okay. The teen's just like, that was incredible. Well done.
Can I, out of the pass wall that's still existing, if there's like a tree in the distance, cast a fireball at it? Just pass
Go
all
on.
of the little teens.
Just so
If there happens
I
to be
love
a tree
this.
there, I would just like to obliterate it.
This is just fantastic. I'm seeing a completely different side of Al, and I love it. Yeah. So yeah, you can kind of like through the pass wall, just fire at a tree, completely obliterate it. Some of the kids are like, "Wow, look at it!" The teen's like, "I guess it's kind of cool."
Look it.
So, after a little bit of time, the children leave. They're sent back to their parents, and it is just the director, Ark, and yourself. The director kind of looks at you and is going, I'll be honest, I am a collector, procurer of strange and random things, as you've seen in my observatory so far. However, this is not something that I feel safe or wanting to keep in my collection, going to be honest. I would prefer you to take it, if that is all right.
I would love to if you could only have it delivered to me. I am
Of course I
definitely
can have it
incapable
delivered.
of carrying this thing.
I can assume from your physique. I understand. Yes, where should I send it to?
Good question.
Where am I staying?
I tell you what, how about you send it to a good friend of mine instead? They might more likely have the space for it. You can have it sent, and only when I tell you to send it, because they would need to be prepared for this, of course. To the old shipyard. On the docks.
Very good. By the docks, outside the city. Yes?
Yes.
Of course, I will send it. Well, you saying you're going to let me know when I can send it, or should I send it in a few days?
Well, you see, I think it is something, maybe in a couple of days, I would definitely need to get a facility, or at least an area set up to contain it, considering what it just released.
Of course.
Not
yes.
exactly something that should just be left. But that place has ample room.
Very good. 3 days, does that suffice?
Yes. Perfect.
Brilliant. I will have it sent to you in 3 days' time.
But thank you very much as well. I must say this is an incredible opportunity to study this thing, as terrifying as it seems to be.
Yes, I think you will do well and handle yourself brilliantly against more wraiths if they appear. Now, if you don't mind, I would like to send everyone away.
Okay. Everyone bar.
Ark kind of leans over. No, he means everyone.
Oh, fair enough.
Director, very well. Just seems to have completely shut down and is just moving swiftly along to their work. Ark will then walk you out. And thank you for your contributions and looking at the tree that's just like still burning. Thanks for entertaining the children.
Thank you for bringing me into a dangerous scenario full of children.
You're welcome. So, Al, I'm going to put something in your character sheet. I know it's not going to arrive to you in a few days, but
Well, yes.
I'm going to give it
I
to
hope
you
that you're
anyway.
not actually teleporting it into my pocket, because that will crush me.
That would be hilarious. No, I'm going to give this to you now. And then Gizmo, I'm coming back to you. Wow, Al, you have a lot of gold.
I do.
There you go. So it is at the top of your sheet now.
I see.
Perfect. Gizmo. Are you there?
Hi.
Hi. So, chaos ensued for yourself. You managed to get Venom out of whatever sticky situation they were about to find themselves in with that AIV Vanguard, and begin to turn to escape yourself. And Tarlyn is standing right next to you, right in your line of walking.
Well, I guess I should have expected to see you here, given that dive bomb and the rest have just arrived on scene.
I must say, it's a bit strange. I didn't expect to see you in town this far, Gizmo. What are you doing here?
You know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important.
Very good. Perhaps we should talk over here.
You know, a place that's not going to be investigated soon. We're quite close to the action right now.
You're close to the action no matter where you are in the city right now. So we'll just talk fast, okay?
I'll grant you that. Say what you gotta say.
Well, yeah. So he kind of leads you further away from the chaos, but is still kind of in line of sight because he's keeping an eye on it. But there's kind of a moment of pause. It is a bit strange that I come across you, especially with what I'm working on right now. But I don't know. Maybe it's fate.
Well, do tell. What are you working on right now?
Well, I'm tracking down an envoy. Since you don't want to introduce me to yours.
I'm working on it. I haven't forgotten my promise.
I hope you wouldn't, but I have very good intel telling me where one is. So I'm going there now.
Do you know a designation?
No. But I'm sure you can help me find that out.
Could I quickly... Am I able to do a vibe check in this moment and not have Tarlyn know? I suppose actually no, I did one that was quite close by, so I don't think I'd actually get any more information.
Yeah, I'd say you did. Yeah, you did one pretty close. You're not too far. You can like still see the gatehouse and everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah.
I'd say Gizmo at that point, like down the alley, you see Venom like peek down at you.
I try to surreptitiously as possible, kind of go.
And I was like, moves around the wall.
I'm like, what's that in the corner there?
What's that over there?
Oh.
Gizmo, you're acting a bit odd. A little tense.
I'm generally tense when I don't have my allies with me. There's not much I can do without them, so.
Aw. Well, you got me. Big smile.
You think us allies?
I don't think you're an enemy yet.
I'll agree with that.
Right.
Still, I would. Both Caché and Haytrix have urged me to at least consider your way of thinking, your viewpoint, your lens. This is probably your best opportunity to talk to me personally. So, I'd like to know, after everything that we talked about in that room, Has your mind changed even a little bit? Or do you have just that one singular focus, that one viewpoint that will never change?
I'm assuming you're asking about my view on the envoys? Or is it the
envoys?
general?
The general, the future of the city, all of it.
I would be an idiot if I didn't listen to people who have more experiences in these things. That's what leadership does. I have my own priorities and I have my own background, and I'll be dealing with that. But Caché vouches for you as an expert, and I'm willing to listen. So if you want to know if I'm going to shoot on sight, unless they hold a blade to my throat, then no.
Well, I
Satisfied?
appreciate that at least. Okay. Okay. I think I can make an arrangement soon. But in return, you tell me what you're doing with this particular envoy. How are you tracking
them? My sources have identified some individuals who were part of the Envoy project. One of them happens to be House Vendral. So,
House Vendral?
I'm going House Vendral, yes. Big name, I know. Doesn't surprise me that she's involved.
You should be careful around her.
What, because she's got pretty eyes? That's what everybody says.
No. It's what's behind those eyes.
Talking like you know her.
I don't think I can claim that level of expertise. But I know to be wary of her. I know to be afraid of her. If you value the lives of your comrades, you should be too.
Well, keep that in mind. But in saying that, I'm heading to her headquarters. Rosegold Enterprise. Do you want to come?
What kind of mission is this? Infiltration, subterfuge, demolition?
My sources say that it's been abandoned since the Steamward's been blocked off. I'm hoping to get some intel on where this envoy is.
Does sound interesting. I can't not lie. Do you know a way there safely? To avoid the
I do.
ID? Just us?
Unless you have anyone else with you.
I might have an ally.
Well, they're welcome to come along. I was bringing Volt with me.
Seems reasonable. 2 apiece.
2 apiece.
Let's call it trust, but verification.
Verified trust. I like it. Get your man and we'll head out.
All right then. And I will
As you go to leave.
head towards where
Sorry.
Venom was dancing in, and I'll be as I'm kind of walking towards. I'm from the back. It's like I'm walking towards him, but in front of him, like. Yeah, and then I'll head around to them.
All right. Venom's like, what? They've switched back into their cast Venom form because they're just more comfortable in that. What is? Who is that?
That is an old ally of Caché, and someone who has a lot of influence when it comes to the Astral area. Their name is Tarlyn. And I'm going to be honest with you, they have had previous reason to have prejudice when it comes to the envoys. However, I had previously made arrangements to potentially introduce him to you. I do believe, and maybe I'm incorrect into thinking this, but I do believe that he has become a lot more amenable to the potential of an envoy that isn't to be designated shoot on sight. However, I don't want to ask you to do anything you don't feel comfortable with. But he thinks that they may be able to track down another envoy. He's not sure which, and I don't even know if it's the same signal that we've been tracking. He didn't elaborate, but I'm going to go with him. He thinks he knows a way into the Steamward, a safe passage, and the more information that we can get, we need it right now. If you want to come with, maybe it might be best for you to stay in your form for a moment, not necessarily reveal your nature just yet, but it could be dangerous. I can't guarantee your safety.
It is kind of you to be worried about my safety when I am worried about yours. I know, or I should say, you have all discussed Tarlyn before, and I have longed to meet him, as I do believe he has the black heart that Razlair needs. So yes, I would like to go with you, but I agree with you. I will remain in a form that he does not recognize. For now.
And if it were so to become advantageous to whatever predicament we find ourselves, to reveal your nature, is that something that you would like to have the final call on? In which so perhaps there's a signal that we could use.
Yes. Perhaps the signal can be simple, something easy to remember. Do you have any suggestions?
How about something that you wouldn't necessarily say but could easily be slipped into conversation? Perhaps Razmair sends his regards.
Kind of corners of the tiefling's face kind of smile as you say that. Razmair sends his regards. I like that.
Then I'll know that it's okay to broach the topic. But until then, you are just another ally. Perhaps one Tarlyn would know Haytrix and Caché and possibly their allies. Al, I don't think he's as familiar with, so perhaps an ally of Al with regards to what we're attempting at the moment.
Perhaps I should remain as Cass Venom. That is easiest for me to remember,
Of course,
and that is an
apologies,
ally.
I forgot you had that established.
Yeah, it might be the
That sounds
easiest
good.
in the terms of being allied with Al. I will retain that.
That's perfect.
Kind of changes
Okay.
and kind of reforms into a little bit more of like a adventuring kind of outfit gear, and continues to have the dark kind of blue tiefling appearance, and kind of looks to you. It will be good to observe him from afar, to understand his motives more.
Remember, if there's anything you want me to particularly try and push on, you can let me know. I'll try and bring it up in conversation as naturally as I can. I feel like
Before
Tarlyn
we
has
go-
a curiosity for me and might be able to use that.
I apologize. I think there was a slight delay there. I didn't mean to talk over you. I'm so sorry. Venom will nod as you say that and just say, before you go, I do have one question. The way that Caché and Haytrix spoke of Tarlyn, why do you not trust him?
Something about the way he portrays himself gives me pause. And it's so easy to be misled. Where I come from, that was the norm. It's not that I mistrust their vouching for him, but he explained it himself that he wants to go out in a blaze of glory by any means necessary, take out what he deems to be the darkness that corrupts, to leave a gap for the next, for his whatever he considers his betters. And I'm wary that that kind of scarring has ramifications that he has not considered, that he could not even be aware of. The rippling of fate that will transpire after. I don't disagree with him, I think it frustrates me that he doesn't try to be better. But a lot of that is a kind of level of reasoning that I've only started to come to terms with recently. So that's my current standpoint, but a month ago, I wouldn't have given him the time of day. And here I am now, looking to partner up with him. So, I guess on some level their words got through. I genuinely just hope they're right.
Have you considered that Tarlyn's programming, what he was created to do, is exactly the orders he's following now? I was created to destroy, interrogate, and until you and Al came and broke that system, that programming within me, I would not have known there was any other way. Perhaps we need to break Tarlyn's programming.
It's a fine thought. Zealotry is hard to deprogram. I think for now we should focus on what we can achieve, what is within our ability. But maybe if we can tilt the compass in just a degree or two, it's amazing to see the changes that can have.
As you've taught me already, Gizmo, choice is a powerful thing. So, let us go.
Yes!
Okay. Do you guys head back to Tarlyn?
Yep, we'll head back to where we were gathering up before.
Perfect. As you do, you notice that VOLT has joined Tarlyn at this point. The crowd's kind of dispersing a bit, and the AIV are kind of starting to do their rounds and their patrols, so Tarlyn's looking a little like, yeah, let's move on. But as you approach, Tarlyn's got his hand to his ear, and you just hear, you're standing in front of... That's impossible, Caché. She's up at Horizon. She's not due back to the city for a while. Why is someone being tortured? Where are you? Do you say anything as you approach?
For the love of... What's happening?
Tarlyn kind of looks up to you. Do you know where Caché is? Because I just got a really strange message from her.
Where did Caché...
She said something about Enya. And the Enya's up at Horizon. It's a bit odd. Do you think they're all right?
Caché, where are you going again?
I'd say you have like 5 minutes left of the telepathic bond!
Caché, where are you?
I'm with Haytrix and Malphas.
Oh, you went with them? Okay. What's this about someone being tortured?
How the hell do you know about that? It's Enya!
Is it... Wait, Enya's being tortured?
No, she's doing the torturing, of course.
Oh, that makes way more sense. Where are you?
What's the building called again, DM?
You are at the Horticultural Center in the Gem Ward.
I repeat that.
Okay, 1 sec. I'm gonna put you on hold.
Tarlyn's going. I just got a very strange message from Caché, Haytrix. She said the Enya's here. What's going on? Are you two okay? It looks at you.
Enya's torturing someone.
Now you're saying it too. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's the horticulture center.
Horticulture center. A little bit of time, he's kind of like he's trying to think and speak, and you are speaking to him, and the voices are speaking in his head, and then you just watch as Tarlyn listens, and his face just falls, and there's just like a look of utter shame, and he kind of puts his hand down. Do they think I keep spies or tabs on them at all times? These women are going to be the death of me. Garrick, and calls for Dive Bomb to come close. Head to the Horticulture Center and just see what's going on. I have to go. Gizmo, let's get going.
What? Is it okay? You don't.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They're with Enya. No. If they're with Enya,
you say
they'll
that
be fine.
As if that's going to reassure me at all.
What is it with
Speaking
this
of-
group and not liking Enya?
I mean, she did kind of dismantle my ability to move in one strike.
That is right. Yeah, she told me about that. She was pretty proud of that, to be honest. I probably shouldn't have said that.
No. It's okay. Although I would appreciate an opportunity to potentially speak with her again.
Well, get in line, because she's not supposed to be here. I gave her strict orders to remain in Horizon, so if she's in the city, she's completely disregarded what I've said. So, we can talk to her after we get this done. Don't be reading it. He's looking at you like, don't be reading into it. I'll handle it.
Reading.
He still looks a little shaken from whatever message he received as well.
Yeah, no, I see that, and because he's useful right now, so I'm gonna be like, look, we probably don't have much time. Let's just get going. We can come back to whatever it is. I'm sure they'll be able to deal with it.
I agree. Let's get going. So I'm gonna, I think, call it there, so we can pick up next week with heading into the last little part here. So I'll sign us off. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.